Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Here on the ADA chart, I'm still tracking a potential Elliott wave triangle that could be in development. We talked about that only yesterday here on the daily chart, or a few days ago, that this here could still turn into a triangle. It doesn't yet look so much like a triangle. It would need another lower high and another higher low. And then we could see a breakout to the upside, but the invalidation point, I just want to repeat that once more, the invalidation point for the triangle is the 51 cent level. That's the swing low that formed in February. Any break below it will confirm a more bearish outcome. The move down would then be too deep for a triangle. Yeah, it would obviously not go in line with the requirements of a triangle that it forms a series of lower highs and higher lows. So we just don't have that at the moment. We don't have that full triangle pattern yet, okay? So I'm watching for it, but we don't have a completed triangle, at least not best I can tell. It doesn't look complete yet. Yes, it's been forming higher lows and lower highs, and I mean, if I really wanted, could we... No, it's not completed. It's not completed yet. I think on the XRP chart, I can already count the completed triangle. But even there, I would prefer a DE pattern to complete it. Yeah. So that's just something to track at the moment. Triangles morph very often. They change their shape and style very often, and very often they don't even complete. So that's something I've been telling you for weeks now. But so far, you know, as long as we're holding relevant parameters and the triangle is respecting that series of higher lows and lower highs, so as long as that's being respected, we can go ahead with the tracking of the triangle. Please note that any break below the 51 cent level will mean that we are most likely going to see a test of that area. That was tested already in July, August, September, October last year, the area around 35 cents. And for now, what we are tracking here as well in parallel is a scenario in which maybe the wave 4 already bottomed, but without an upside breakout, that's also only a potential. It serves more as an invalidation point, that 51 cent level. I think it's very clear we have 51 cents as invalidation, and then we do not have any impulse to the upside from that February low, which means there is no evidence at all that a substantial low has actually formed. That's very, very important as well. Now, let's take a look at the smaller time frame for ADA. Let's see, I think I've got it open. Yeah. So here you can see this triangle pattern, how it develops. So I'm basically just watching for a start of the D wave. It is due, but it takes a break above resistance at 69.1 cents to indicate that earliest indication, yeah, that this D wave has started. Not convinced yet that it has. So the blue scenario is one I'm following. It's the direct pathway lower. And we have Fibonacci resistance here between 65 cents and 69 cents. This is the nearest Fibonacci resistance I'm offering, or I can offer. Any break above would indicate that maybe at least the bulls are trying to get in control and to regain control, but that it would also require a break above 77.5 cents to confirm further that this D wave has started, yeah. A bit unclear about the microstructure, but please note we're dealing with corrective structures up and down. There is no trend here. This is simply a triangle pattern, and microstructures can shift easily. But as long as the market stays below resistance, further downside is very, very likely. Any break above 69.1 cents will shift the focus to the next swing high at 77.5 cents. That could then be tested, and any break above will shift the focus to that blue zone, and then we can see if the wave D finishes there and the E wave down could then actually be potentially even a setup, okay? So for now, I think I don't see any high probability setup. I mentioned that before. The main purpose here of tracking the waves like that is to understand when the triangle is completed. That would be only the case when we get the E wave done, so something to track, right? Overall, however, I'm watching still for higher prices as long as we're holding 51 cents. In the very short term, though, the downside pressure appears high, but I'm not confident about this element of microstructure, okay? So it's simply something I'm tracking, so we get resistance, and then the next structural resistance level is on the chart here at around 77.5 cents. So that's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.